you keep on going.
The only thing that worked is that work. Check this out, family. I was just watching Andre Ward and ZAB Judah clip when he speaks about him versus Floyd. I find it very interesting on what he said about him and Floyd Mayweather. So the fight with him and Floyd was one of the most exciting fights that I've seen Floyd on TV live, because the Emmanuel Augustus fight I never saw live. I never seen the fight with him and DeMarcus Corley. I seen the Cotto fight, but that was after. So this is the first time I seen Floyd in a fight where I was like, yo, this is a dope fight. But with that being said, there was a couple things that transpired in Floyd versus ZAB Judah. First of all, ZAB Judah, first half of the fight, it was pretty much his. He took control over it and he did his thing for that duration of 5 to 6 rounds. Then after that, Floyd just started picking him apart. Literally picking him apart. But let's rewind a bit. I forgot what round it was, where Floyd was getting the best of by ZAB Judah. And ZAB Judah made a claim that he knocked Floyd Mayweather down. And I agree. He definitely knocked Floyd down. Did the ref call it? Absolutely not. But here's why at times. Fights be at bigger stakes than others. So the bigger the magnitude of the fight, sometimes the referee has to be on point with what's going to go on the back end. I'm not saying that Floyd couldn't have beat ZAB without the knockdown or the quote-unquote knockdown that he thought he had. But that was a bad call by the ref, as Floyd's glove did touch the canvas in that round of the fight. So he waves it off like, nope, like Floyd didn't touch the ground, like it wasn't a knockdown. And Floyd came back. Floyd started whooping on him. And then in what round? Round 10, here comes the low blow. Boom! ZAB Judah hits Floyd with a low blow. If you didn't watch the fight, go watch the whole fight. Don't watch the clips, watch the whole fight. The whole fight is exciting, it's action-packed, because you really get to see Floyd walk a slick boxer down with the high guard and show you how to box a boxer. You know, a boxer puncher that's slick, that's fast, that moves. You walk to the pressure. So that's a lot of times why Floyd in this fight was getting hit, because ZAB was a bit faster. But Floyd had better IQ and he had the conditioning. You know, he wasn't a front runner. He knew how to stay calm under all circumstances. So round 10, the low blow comes and Roger Mayweather gets up on the apron. Now, they discussed that that's technically a disqualification as well. So those are the two things that actually happened in the fight in totality that could have went wrong if it went to the scorecards, that if ZAB won the first 6 rounds and Floyd won the last 6 rounds, that was a draw. But in round 10, when that happened, the big brawl and the breakout, technically he is right. Technically, ZAB Judah was right. That is a disqualification. If anybody gets on the roof, it's a disqualification. But another bad call by the ref, not giving the credit where it is deserved and much needed, because ZAB Judah technically beat Floyd, but if the ref didn't call it, that's a he say, she say, and damn, I could have won that fight, or damn, I truly won that fight. But I feel like it was very interesting. I know a lot of people have their take on it and probably disagree and like, nah, man, y'all bringing up old stuff. If we going by the rules, I do believe that Floyd did get knocked down, and I do believe ZAB Judah won that fight based off the technical rules. But by the book, by the way Floyd came back and his skills that he showed during that fight and his willingness not to give up, not to get discouraged, that's one thing about Floyd. You ever see him discouraged in a fight? I never seen Floyd discouraged in a fight. In his toughest fights, I never seen him get discouraged. The most I've seen him do is probably panic, because even in, I think it was the Madonna fight where he couldn't see, he had to take a round off because he couldn't see out of his eye. and the best cutman in the world at the time when he was alive, definitely helped him get through that moment. So it was one round where Floyd was barely throwing punches. He was just like on the outside. Madonna was being a matador, he was being the bull. But I think that's very interesting, that take on ZAB Judah, talking about how he beat Floyd Mayweather, or he believes he technically won, but they didn't give him the fight. And that fight is definitely one of Floyd's top fights, man. Any fight with Floyd had to go through adversity and show what he really was made of, to me, is a top 10. Because we know most of his fights after he was Floyd Money Mayweather, a lot of them was hit and not get hit. His first few fights, his first 20 or I don't know how many fights, they were all dog matches. Like he'll brawl with you, he'll come forward, he'll stop you, he's throwing power. But as we know, Floyd hands, they got weak, and he had to resort to what he know, which was be smart, IQ, intelligence, things of that nature. So that's very interesting, because later today we're gonna run into ZAB Judah. We're gonna run into a whole bunch of legends later on today. I'm gonna have that footage for you guys later on as well. But I think it's very interesting that ZAB Judah came with that take, and it's just questions being asked based on your career by Andre Ward. And I think Andre Ward does a beautiful job with the interviewing on the show. And I think guys need to take more pride in interviewing fighters when you do interview people. I hate when there's an interview where fighters talking or people are talking, then you got the guest talking over them. It's not a conversation, it's literally an interview. You feel me? But with that being said, ZAB Judah claims he technically beat Floyd based off the disqualification when Roger Mayweather came in the ring and the big brawl broke out. But even then, if you look at Floyd, check him out. He's in the corner like this with his arms up on the ropes. Chilling, family. Chilling. I'm always branded too. I'm always branded. I even got it on the arm, the tat, AAA. But salute, family. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Is ZAB Judah tripping? Is Andre Ward crazy for asking that question? Did Floyd do what he was supposed to do and keep pushing through and getting the W no matter what happened? Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Top of the AAA. Everything is still a sport, so where's my sportsmanship award? And just like that, Famus is gone.
When this is how you keep on going.